on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rodgers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in. Yes. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. The Bills at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
It's a room to maneuver. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Our game here, really a dream matchup for folks who like good quarterback play, and really who doesn't like good quarterback play. I mean, you got the 2-time reigning MVP against a guy who many think could be holding that trophy in the very near future. Rodgers and Allen have faced off one time before, and it was the Packers who shut out the Bills that day 22-0. That was just Allen's 3rd NFL start. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kaiir Elam in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kaiir Elam, his second sack of the night.
That was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
On play action, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Again, it's Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for it with Cook. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Throwing on second and long. Allen uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ballgame. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rodgers now to throw. Open man, this is Lewis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first down run by Jones not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
14 yards that time for number 14. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 45 on second down, Allen. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 128 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Left side, Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Completed out left to Dobbs. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They run it again with Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rodgers to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Now Rodgers, forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.